Welcome to the Success and Wellness Academy channel. Here you'll discover proven tips for a healthy lifestyle, daily inspiration to reach new heights, personal growth, and effective business advancement. We're confident that everyone will find something valuable and useful here. South Africa in the 20th century was a land scarred by apartheid, a system that institutionalized racial discrimination and segregation. This brutal system of racial segregation denied basic human rights to the black African majority, creating a society deeply divided along racial lines. Nelson Mandela, a young lawyer, rose to prominence as a leading figure in the African National Congress, or ANC, an organization dedicated to ending apartheid. He fought tirelessly against this injustice, organizing protests, rallies, and acts of civil disobedience. His unwavering belief in equality and justice led him to challenge the very foundations of apartheid, despite the personal risks involved. In 1962, at the height of his activism, Mandela was arrested by the apartheid regime. He was charged with sabotage and other crimes against the state, facing a trial that would draw global attention. The trial of Nelson Mandela captivated the world, highlighting the oppressive nature of the apartheid system. It laid bare the cruelty of the apartheid regime, exposing its brutal tactics to maintain control. His powerful words from the dock resonated far beyond the courtroom, inspiring many to join the fight against apartheid. "I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society," Mandela declared, his voice unwavering. "It is an ideal for which I am prepared to die," he proclaimed, cementing his legacy as a symbol of resistance. He was sentenced to life imprisonment, a verdict that seemed to mark the end of his journey. Mandela's journey seemed to have reached a tragic end, as he was confined to the harsh conditions of Robben Island prison. But his spirit and his message were far from silenced as the struggle for freedom continued. The South African government hoped that Mandela's imprisonment would silence the opposition, but they were gravely mistaken. It had the opposite effect, galvanizing support for the anti-apartheid movement both within South Africa and around the world. News of his incarceration sparked outrage both domestically and internationally, leading to widespread protests and calls for his release. The world recognized the injustice of apartheid, and Mandela became a symbol of the fight for human rights. It saw in Mandela a potent symbol of resistance, a beacon of hope for those oppressed. His imprisonment marked a turning point in the struggle against apartheid, igniting a global movement. The fight against apartheid intensified, with increased international pressure and solidarity. His name became synonymous with the struggle for freedom and equality, a testament to his enduring legacy. Robben Island. A desolate rock outcrop in the frigid waters off Cape Town, Robben Island stands as a stark reminder of the past. This notorious prison became Mandela's new home. The conditions were harsh, almost unbearable. The work was backbreaking, designed to break the spirit. Mandela and his comrades endured years of hard labor, their bodies pushed to the limit. They toiled in the island's limestone quarry, the relentless sun beating down upon them day after day. Their cells were cramped and bare, offering no comfort or solace. Contact with the outside world was strictly limited, isolating them further. Despite the deprivation, Mandela's spirit remained unbroken, his smile a beacon of hope. He used his time in prison to educate himself and his fellow inmates, turning the prison into a place of learning. He devoured books on history, politics, and philosophy, sharing his knowledge with others, igniting minds. The prison became a university, a place where ideas flourished. Inmates engaged in debates and discussions, challenging each other intellectually. They studied law and literature, nurturing their minds while their bodies were confined, preparing for a future of freedom. Mandela's resilience extended beyond his own personal struggle, inspiring those around him. He understood the power of unity, the strength found in solidarity. He knew that even within the confines of prison they could resist, they could stand strong. He encouraged his fellow inmates to stand together, to support one another. He fostered a sense of camaraderie and mutual support, a brotherhood that could not be broken. He led by example, always showing dignity and resolve, never wavering in his principles. Through it all, Mandela never lost sight of his humanity, his compassion for others. He treated even his jailers with respect, recognizing their shared humanity, breaking down barriers. This earned him a degree of admiration, even from those tasked with guarding him, a testament to his character. His spirit of Ubuntu, the belief in the interconnectedness of all human beings, shone brightly, even in the darkest of places, illuminating the path forward. Mandela understood that education was a powerful weapon, one that could be wielded to bring about significant change. He saw it as a key to empowerment, a means to uplift not just individuals but entire communities. He encouraged his fellow prisoners to learn. He organized classes, turning the prison into an unlikely school. They studied history, politics, and law, subjects that would prepare them for the future. Mandela knew that knowledge would be essential in the fight for a free South Africa, a tool to dismantle the chains of oppression. He also recognized the importance of dialogue, understanding that communication was key. Mandela engaged in secret talks with the apartheid government, risking much for the hope of peace. He knew that negotiation, however difficult, was the only path to lasting peace and stability. He never wavered from his principles, standing firm in his beliefs. But he was also a pragmatist, understanding the complexities of the political landscape. He knew that compromise would be necessary, a step towards achieving greater goals. The spirit of Ubuntu, a core principle of African philosophy, guided Mandela's actions and decisions. Ubuntu emphasizes the interconnectedness of all humans, a belief in shared humanity. It stresses compassion and empathy, values that Mandela held dear. Mandela's unwavering belief in this principle helped him to forgive his oppressors, a monumental act of grace. It allowed him to work towards reconciliation, bridging divides that seemed insurmountable. He knew that a future South Africa could only be built on forgiveness, not revenge, a foundation of unity. If you want to see more videos on how to achieve success, make sure to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and let's keep moving forward.